Ladies and gentlemen, time is the only thing you cannot buy, borrow, or beg for. You can lose money and make it back. You can lose relationships and rebuild them. But when you lose time, it's gone forever. Too many people live as if they have 1,000 years in front of them, but the truth is, tomorrow is not promised. The graveyard is filled with dreams, ideas, and visions that never saw the light of day because people wasted time waiting for the right moment. Let me tell you something, the right time is now. Some of you are sitting on dreams because you keep saying, I'll start next week, I'll do it when I'm ready, I'll move when things are perfect. But perfection is an illusion and procrastination is a thief. Every day you delay, your dream gets further out of reach. You don't need more time, you need more urgency. Stop scrolling, stop waiting, stop doubting yourself. Start moving. Think about this. Life is like sand slipping through an hourglass. You can flip it upside down, but once that last grain of sand falls, it's over. The question is, what will you have to show for it? Will you look back with pride, saying, I gave it everything I had? Or will you look back with regret, saying, if only I had used my time better? Don't let regret be your story. Time doesn't wait for anyone. Opportunities don't stay open forever. You can't keep pressing snooze on your destiny. Life is short, and the truth is, most people waste more time complaining about their problems than working on their solutions. Stop wasting time worrying about who doesn't believe in you, who doesn't support you, or what people might say. Stop wasting time thinking about what could go wrong. Spend that energy on making things go right. Here's the reality, excuses are cheap, but time is priceless. You've got the same 24 hours as every successful person you admire. The difference is how they use it. While some are wasting time scrolling, others are building. While some are wasting time complaining, others are creating. While some are wasting time waiting for motivation, others are moving with discipline. Which one will you be? If you want to live a life of meaning, you must live with urgency. You must treat every day like it matters, because it does. Each sunrise is another chance to move closer to your destiny, to make a difference, to create something that lasts. Stop wasting time on things that don't add value. Stop wasting time trying to please everyone. Stop wasting time living someone else's dream. This is your life. Use it wisely. So I ask you, if not now, when? If not you, who? Time is ticking. Your dream is waiting. Stop wasting time and start living with purpose, passion, and urgency today. Time is not just something you read on a clock or check on your phone. It is the very currency of your life. Every second, every minute, every hour. It's like money being withdrawn from your account. But here's the catch. You don't know how much is left in the account. Some people are walking around acting like they've got a lifetime supply. But the truth is, you and I don't know how many breaths we've got left. That's why wasting time is the greatest form of self-sabotage. You see, money you can lose and regain. Friendships may be broken and mended. Opportunities can pass by and another one might show up down the road. But when it comes to time, once it's gone, it's gone. No refund, no do-over, no extension. And yet, so many of us treat time like it's infinite. We waste it gossiping, scrolling, complaining, and doing things that don't align with our dreams or our purpose. We act like we can press pause on life, but life never stops moving. The clock doesn't care about your excuses, your fears, or your doubts. It keeps ticking. And when it ticks, it takes pieces of your future with it. The reality is, your time is your life. When you waste time, you waste your life. Think about how often we say, I don't have time. But we had time to watch the TV series. We had time to check social media 100 times a day. We had time to complain, to argue, to procrastinate. The truth is, it's not that we don't have time. It's that we don't value it. People who succeed don't get more hours in a day. They get the same 24 as you and me. The difference is they protect it, they prioritize it, they use it like the priceless treasure it is. Let me tell you something if you want to change your life. You have to change your relationship with time. Stop treating it like something that doesn't matter. Stop thinking tomorrow will be better if you don't plant the seeds today. Time wasted is destiny delayed. Time wasted is potential buried alive. Time wasted is a dream unfulfilled. You don't get to keep wasting it and then wonder why you haven't moved forward in life. I need you to hear me today. Time is a gift. And if you don't respect it, it will punish you. When the years pass and you look back, regret will be heavier than failure. Regret will eat at you more than mistakes ever could. Because at least when you fail, you know you tried. But when you waste time, you don't even give yourself the chance. Protect your time. Spend it wisely. Guard it like your future depends on it, because it does. Now let's talk about distractions. Distractions are dream killers. They look small, they look innocent, but they will rob you blind if you let them. Some of you aren't losing because you're not capable. You're losing because you're distracted. You're focused on what other people are doing, watching their journey, instead of working on your own. You're stuck scrolling, comparing, doubting, while your goals sit in the corner collecting dust. The problem with distractions is that they don't feel like theft. They feel like entertainment, they feel like comfort, they feel like escape. But what they really are silent robbers of your greatness. Every hour you waste scrolling, you could have been building. Every day you waste binge watching, you could have been creating. Every week you waste complaining, you could have been learning, growing, becoming. And then you wonder why you're stuck, why life feels the same, why the dream feels so far away. It's because distractions have you trapped. Understand this. Focus is your superpower. Focus is the weapon that separates the achievers from the wishers. A distracted mind can't build an abundant life. If you want to change your future, you must train yourself to block out the noise, to shut off the things that don't serve your purpose, and to put your energy into the things that matter. Success isn't built by who has the most talent. It's built by who has the discipline to stay focused when distractions are screaming for attention. So let me challenge you today. Put down the phone when it's stealing your time. Stop scrolling through someone else's life and start building your own. Stop giving your energy to distractions that don't deposit anything into your future. When you master focus, you master your destiny. When you starve distractions, you feed your dream. Your time is your life. Distractions are the enemy of your destiny. Protect your time, sharpen your focus, and you'll discover that you've had everything you needed to succeed all along. You just needed to stop wasting what was most precious and start using it with intention. Excuses are the comfort zone for the mind. They are the lies we tell ourselves to feel better about why we aren't where we want to be. They sound good, they sound convincing, and if you repeat them long enough, you'll start to believe them. I don't have enough money. I don't have the right connections. I don't have the time. I'm too old. I'm too young. All these excuses are like chains locking you into a prison of mediocrity. And the saddest part is, most people will go through life holding the keys in their hands, never realizing they can unlock the door by simply choosing responsibility over excuses. You see, excuses are seductive. They protect your ego, they protect your fears, but they rob you of growth. Because every time you say, I can't, or I'll try later, you've given your power away. Life isn't waiting for your excuses. Life is moving on without you. While you're making excuses, someone else is making moves. While you're hesitating, someone else is preparing. While you're complaining, someone else is creating. And then one day you look around and you realize that life doesn't reward excuses. It rewards execution. You've got to stop negotiating with your potential. Stop saying, I'll do it when the timing is right. The timing will never be perfect. Stop saying, I'll do it when I feel ready. You'll never feel ready. Growth requires that you step into the unknown, that you take action, even when you're scared, even when you're uncertain, even when you don't have everything figured out. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you become. Excuses keep you comfortable, but comfort is the enemy of greatness. Comfort says, stay where you are. Purpose says, push through. Comfort says, it's okay. Maybe tomorrow. Destiny says, if not now, then when? You've got to silence the excuses, because every excuse you make today is stealing an opportunity from your tomorrow. Every excuse you embrace is pushing your breakthrough one step further away. Think about it, the dream you have, the goals you desire, the life you imagine, they don't belong to the version of you that makes excuses. They belong to the version of you that takes full ownership, that says, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. You've got to get radical about your future. Excuses may sound nice, but they don't pay bills. They don't build dreams, and they don't change lives. Only action does. Only commitment does. Only sacrifice does. So I challenge you right now, drop the excuses. Stop telling yourself the story that keeps you small and start writing a new story that pushes you forward. Stop saying, I can't, and start saying, I will. Stop saying one day and start saying today, because excuses don't serve you. They limit you. And you were not created to live limited. You were created to live limitless. Now let's talk about discipline. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Discipline is the muscle that transforms dreams into reality. Without discipline, your potential remains just potential. Without discipline, your goals are nothing more than wishes written on paper. You can have all the talent, all the passion, and all the intention in the world. But if you don't have the discipline to put in the work consistently, you'll stay stuck in the same place. Discipline is about doing what you need to do even when you don't feel like it. It's about showing up when the motivation is gone, when the excitement has faded, when nobody's cheering for you. That's when discipline takes over. Motivation is a spark, but discipline is the firewood that keeps the flame alive. Motivation can get you started, but only discipline will get you finished. The truth is, discipline isn't glamorous. Discipline means waking up early when you'd rather sleep in. Discipline means putting in the hours when everyone else is relaxing. Discipline means saying no to distractions, to shortcuts, to temptations that pull you away from your vision. It's about choosing long-term gain over short-term pleasure. And yes, it's hard, but so is staying broke. So is living with regret. So is watching your dream die because you didn't have the courage to build the habits that would sustain it. You see, discipline creates freedom. People think discipline is restriction, but the opposite is true. When you're disciplined with your time, you create freedom in your future. When you're disciplined with your money, you create financial freedom. When you're disciplined with your health, you create energy and vitality to enjoy your life. Discipline is not your enemy, it's your greatest ally. And here's the beauty discipline compounds. One disciplined choice today leads to another tomorrow. One day of showing up becomes a week becomes a month becomes a year. And before you know it, discipline has built momentum, and momentum has built a new version of you, a stronger, wiser, sharper, more resilient you. So let me tell you this, if you want to stop wasting time, if you want to stop letting excuses and distractions steal your destiny, you've got to embrace discipline like your life depends on it. Because it does. Discipline is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Discipline is what transforms the impossible into the inevitable. Your dreams are waiting. Your purpose is calling, but they won't come alive through excuses. They won't come alive through procrastination. They will only come alive when you discipline yourself to do the work, to stay focused, and to keep moving forward, day after day, moment after moment, choice after choice. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Too many people fear failure as if it's the final judgment on who they are, but failure is just feedback. It's life's way of saying, not this way, try another. Every person you admire, every giant of industry, every legend in history, they all failed, and not just once. They failed over and over, but the difference is they didn't stop there. They didn't let failure define them. They used it as a stepping stone to rise higher. Failure is the classroom where resilience is taught. It's the training ground where you develop grit. Without failure, you wouldn't know how strong you are. Without falling, you wouldn't know how to get back up. And without setbacks, you wouldn't develop the persistence needed to reach the finish line. Every mistake you've made has brought you closer to mastery. Every loss has brought you closer to wisdom. And every rejection has pushed you closer to your purpose. The danger is when you let failure stop you. That's when it becomes defeat. But as long as you keep moving, as long as you learn the lesson, as long as you rise again, failure becomes fuel. The greatest comebacks are built on the foundation of failure. When you've been knocked down and you still find the courage to stand up, that's when you become unstoppable. That's when your story becomes an inspiration for others. Think about this: babies fall hundreds of times before they learn to walk. But they don't stop trying. They don't say, walking isn't for me. They keep falling until their legs are strong enough to carry them. Why? Because failure is part of the process. Somewhere along the way, we lose that childlike resilience and start believing failure means we're not good enough. But failure doesn't mean you're not good enough. It means you're growing, you're stretching, you're reaching beyond what you've known. Don't run from failure. Study it. Don't hide from it. Embrace it. Let it teach you what didn't work. Let it sharpen your focus. Let it toughen your spirit. Because every time you fail and rise again, you build a version of yourself that is stronger, wiser, and more equipped to win. Failure is not the end of the story. It's the beginning of a new chapter. And if you keep turning the pages, one day your story will read like victory. Now let's talk about the power of urgency, because this is where most people lose their destiny. They think they have time. They think tomorrow is guaranteed. They think opportunities will wait for them. But life doesn't work like that. Life rewards those who act, not those who wait. And if you're always saying, one day I'll get to it, you'll look up one day and realize that one day became never. Urgency is the fuel that turns intention into execution. It's the mindset that says, if not now, then when? It's the fire that pushes you to act while others are still planning, still hesitating, still making excuses. You cannot afford to waste time because time is the one resource you can never get back. You can lose money and earn it again. You can lose energy and recover it. But when you lose time, it's gone forever. Urgency doesn't mean rushing without thought. It means valuing every moment as an opportunity to move forward. It means treating your vision like it's life or death, because in many ways it is. The life you dream of, the freedom you desire, the legacy you want to leave, they all depend on what you do with the time you've been given. And here's the truth: none of us know how much time we have left. That should light a fire in your spirit to stop procrastinating, to stop waiting for the perfect moment, to stop living like you have forever. If you want change, act now. If you want freedom, act now. If you want success, act now. Urgency eliminates excuses. Urgency silences procrastination. Urgency forces you to face the truth. Either you take action or you accept mediocrity. And the question you must ask yourself is, which one am I willing to live with? You've got to wake up each day with a sense of urgency that says, today matters. My dream matters. My purpose matters. Because it does. Every action you take today is shaping the life you will live tomorrow. Every step forward is planting seeds for the harvest you'll reap later. But if you don't plant, don't expect a harvest. If you don't move, don't expect momentum. If you don't act, don't expect results. The time for hesitation is over. The time for excuses is over. The time for waiting is over. This is your moment. This is your season. Don't let it slip through your fingers because you thought you had time. Life is short, and your dream is too important to put on hold. Live with urgency, act with urgency, and you will create a future that reflects the greatness inside you. Ladies and gentlemen, life is not a rehearsal. This is it. Every second that slips through your fingers is a second you will never get back. We have talked about valuing time, focusing on what matters, refusing to settle for mediocrity, embracing failure as a teacher, and living with urgency. All of these are not just ideas to think about, they are principles to live by. Because the truth is, the clock is ticking, and the world will not wait for you to decide when you're ready. You must decide today that your time will no longer be wasted on excuses, distractions, or fear. You must decide today that you will take control of your hours, your energy, and your destiny. Time will either be your greatest asset or your greatest regret, and that choice lies in your hands. So fight for your dream like your life depends on it, because it does. Stand tall in the face of obstacles, push through when it hurts, and keep going when everything in you wants to quit. Don't wait for perfect conditions, don't wait for applause, and don't wait for permission. Take action now, because every day you waste is a day stolen from the future you deserve. When it's all said and done, you won't be remembered for what you thought about doing. You'll be remembered for what you did. So live with urgency, embrace the lessons of failure, and walk with discipline and focus. Make the decision right now, no more wasted time. From this moment forward, your life belongs to your purpose. Your dream is waiting. Your future is waiting. The only question is, are you ready to stop waiting and start living?